for agreeing to join me, David. I thought perhaps in a public place we might be able to calmly discuss our little financial concerns, all right? All right? All right. Here it is, only the beginning of September, and you've already gone through the very generous $8,000.
You canceled my credit card, Dorian.
Please lower your voice.
Please drop dead. Don't ever try a stunt like that again.
Oh, hi, David.
Hello, Aunt Dorian.
Why, Kelly. I'm not sure that outfit is entirely appropriate for the Palace restaurant.
Oops. I'm sorry if I'm interrupting anything here.
No, Kelly, you couldn't.
I'm supposed to meet Jessica out on the terrace.
Well, run along, dear, and have fun.
Kelly, I think Dorian's wrong. I think you look beautiful. Even more so than last night. I just thought you should know that.
Hi. Hey. Oh, it must be very difficult for you. Having my niece so attracted to you, she can barely control herself.
You know, it's funny. I don't mind at all.
I'm sure you would never take advantage of her. No, not when there are so many young girls in the world who would just be so happy to bask in the glow.
What's your point, Pumpkin?
You touch one hair on her head, and you're dead. Is that clear?
I don't plan on sneaking into your niece's bedroom in the middle of the night.
I don't care who you seduce, as long as it's not Kelly.
I don't want Kelly. I want Tina. Tina and money.
Oh, Tina. You know, there are other women in the world, you know.
Not for me.
Oh, look around.
What for, Dorian?
Recreation. Release. Release. Don't make me spell it out for you. As a matter of fact. Waitress?
Dorian, what are you doing?
I'm going to go powder my nose. Do us both a favor. Make a new friend. David, please. The unfaithful, the adulteress. Please. Still here. I'm surprised. Did my snuggle bunny make plans with the nice little waitress?
Maybe he did, but he ain't gonna tell. Besides, if your snuggle bunny did have an affair, there's no way in the whole world he'd ever leave his little Pookie. No, he's gonna stay in this rat trap of a marriage and spend. Money's no object in this ballgame.
Oh, but it is. There are limits, David. And guess who just went out of bounds? I called a yacht broker. I've sold your yacht.
What?
All ashore, Captain.
Oh, you think so, huh, Dorian?
Oh, darling, let's save some of this for pillow talk, shall we? Yeah. See you at home. Ta-ta.
Mrs. Vickers, we are going to settle this once and for all.
There you are.
Dorian.
My goodness. Where have you been? I've been waiting for you. I hope you don't mind. I let myself in with my keys.
I'm glad. In fact, I could use the company.
Okay, what's happened? And what have you decided to do about the baby?
I don't know. But you were right about Todd. Whatever I decide to do, he is not going to find out about this baby. Ever. Todd. What are you doing here?
We have some unfinished business to settle.
Don't worry, Blair. I'm not going to leave you alone with this animal. Todd, this is Blair's home now. What are you doing here? Why don't you go back to your place? You know, the one that you kicked her out of, the day that you attacked her. And why don't you crawl back under your rock?
Dorian, it's all right. Todd and I can be civilized when we have to be.
Are you saying that you want to be alone with him?
Maybe you should head down to the marina, because if your charming husband is still on his yacht, and if he's planning to go somewhere...
Why don't you just run along, Dorian? Go check on Baby. From what I hear, your hubby's not just burning a hole in your pocketbook. He's using a blowtorch.
Blair, look, I know that Todd has this rather strange effect on you. Sometimes you actually start to believe that he's almost human. It's not true. He isn't. Blair, please, trust your original instinct, all right? Do not tell him that you're pregnant, and most of all, don't tell him that you're thinking of having an abortion.
Do you think I'm going to give him that kind of ammunition? Don't worry. Thank you. Good luck with Dave.
You lay a finger on her, and I will pull out every greasy, stringy strand of hair on your head. And I'll enjoy it.
Bet you would.
Oh.
In the bathroom. Vite! And lock the door.
Just what do you think you're doing? Are you on your way to a costume ball? Really, dressed as a gigolo? You look absolutely ridiculous in that outfit. Oh, or were you expecting someone?
I was only waiting for you, Cheese Puff. I can always count on you to storm right in and ruin a perfectly quiet evening. Could I interest you in some flat champagne?
Get into some normal clothes and out of that ridiculous smoking jacket.
You don't like my smoking jacket?
And get off this boat! I know you're expecting that little waitress from the Palace Hotel. You don't need that for her, David. You can seduce her in a no-tell motel. Trust me. Now, get out! I mean it. David, right now, abandon ship. No wonder you were drinking alone. I don't see how you can stand to live with yourself. Truly, you are one of the weakest, vilest, most corrupt individuals that I have ever met. Oh! May I inform you that the yacht broker has 3 prospective buyers for this yacht? Yes. By tomorrow morning, high noon, whatever, you can kick this yacht goodbye.
Why are you mad at me?
Are you joking? I could kill you.
Did you see that your brand new living room set arrived today?
How dare you make me come chasing after you down to the marina and haul you off of my yacht?
Your yacht? That is my yacht!
Not for long!
You know, you really ought to get that temper under control, Dorian. It is absolutely incredible to me that I have to remind you that I have the means of putting you back on death row.
It's absolutely incredible to me that I have to remind you that if you did something like that, you wouldn't be able to spend all of my money because you would be in prison too for perjury and forgery. Why can't you just be satisfied with the rather generous allowance I give you and leave it at that?
Oh, so you don't want me buying anything bigger than, say, a bread box?
That yacht looks like the Empire State Building lying on its side.
Oh, that's just scenery, baby. It's a backdrop for my plans of hitting you in a much more vulnerable place than your pocketbook. You ain't seen nothing yet, honey bun.
I know ways of slicing that smile off your face that you've never even dreamed of.
Whatever witch's brew you have bubbling in that cauldron of yours, try to remember this. As long as I've got that diary, which as far as the law is concerned is a very legitimate piece of evidence, I'm the head chef, Chez Nous.
Good night, darling.
Is that how you killed Victor? In his sleep?
I try not to discuss my late husband. Gives me nightmares.
Oh. You know, I think I've changed my mind. I'm not going to go to bed. I'm going to go change my clothes, go out, and spend more of your money.
It's me, Dorian. Yes, I do know what time it is, but I think that for the money that I spend with you, my dear, I have the right to make your eyes pop open at whatever hour I call you at. Ah, yes, I thought you'd see it my way. Good. Now then, did you not say to me that if I could prove that my husband was flagrantly committing adultery, that I could divorce him without so much as paying him one thin dime? I did not think that it would be just my word against his. No, I am calling you at this hour because I want you to tell me exactly what kind of proof I do need. David. Oh, David. What? Does it really have to be this way? Why can't we be more mature? Is this really all because you can't have Tina? There are other little goldfish at the pet store. Why don't you get yourself another one? In fact, why don't you get yourself a whole school of them? With my blessing. Just please, come on. Can't we end this insane vendetta?
I seem to be all out of cash. You know how I hate to go to ATMs at this hour of the night.
Good. I want you to go out and make yourself a new friend. Funny.
This doesn't get you off the hook that easily.
You're not going back to that yacht.
Okay. I'm going to Club Indigo, where I'm going to drink their best scotch as much as I can hold. Or as much as you can pay for, whatever comes first.
Plan B. Yes, and thank you so much for getting on the job so quickly. Yes, call me just as soon as you have any information. Bye-bye.
Oh, hi, Andrew. I thought you'd be sleeping.
Young lady, do you have any idea what hour this is?
No. Actually, I was just out with Joey. We were having such a good time. I guess I kind of forgot time even existed. Right, Joey?
I didn't expect to see you, Dorian.
Nor are you. I like that you and Kelly have become such close friends. However, I don't like your being out at this hour, Kelly. But I have no idea where you were.
I'm sorry.
Isn't registration for Landview University tomorrow morning?
Oh, please, don't remind me.
I'm out of here. Okay?
Thank you.
Goodbye, Joe.
So, where's David?
Out. And good riddance.
Why? What's wrong?
After I specifically told him not to, he went out to that yacht, which I am selling.
Selling? Why? Why would you do that?
Because he only bought it to get my goat. Kelly, I'm glad that you're spending more time with Joe and less time with David, who is totally unscrupulous and untrustworthy.
You are being so unfair to him. I mean, you are.
I don't ever want this to become a problem between us. But I have to tell you, you don't know what you're talking about.
Probably